Hey, what's going on, you guys? It is John here, and welcome back to another video. Now, today we got a very cool video for you guys. If you guys didn't know, the new card in Clash Royale has just come out. It is the Goblin Gang, and honestly, I'm really loving it. And I made a kind of it actually is a strategy that works. I would kind of consider it more of a troll strategy, but I have been getting a lot of wins with it. This is kind of my Goblin Gang troll winning strategy that I found here, and I'm going to show you guys a few replays of how it works. So here it is, guys. If you just want to look at it, copy it down, it's just kind of really fun to play with because the average cost of elixir is so low that you can just always be playing stuff and always be like overwhelming the enemy with like whatever you want. So that's really fun, but also it actually can work. It's kind of hard when it goes up against like something like a lava hound or a big royal giant. Actually, royal giant does pretty well against because it just kills the royal giant so quickly. But let's get into some of the replays that I have to show you guys this Goblin Gang troll deck kind of just getting its W. I kind of call it a troll deck because it's just crazy. You're always throwing stuff at the enemy, and it's like, I feel like it's not a normal deck that you would see out there, but maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it actually could be used as a legitimate strategy. I'm up close to the legendary arena, so and I'm getting wins with it, so I mean, it could be maybe a viable source. So let's go ahead and jump into some replays, check it out. All right, so here's the first replay we got here. This is my boy Fox. He was trying to get the W, but it's gonna be hard to get the W against us. We got this crazy troll deck going. So basically, the coolest thing about this deck is you want to be able to throw down the HOG and the barrel, the Goblin barrel, at the same time, and then you throw a little freeze guy if you can behind. And that is honestly such a good combo because it freezes the tower, it freezes whatever is in front of it, and you're always able to get a ton of hit points. Literally, I just got over 1,000 hit points from that one first push. He's gonna throw down his guy here, his HOG, but I've got those fire spirits, which are so good of just knocking stuff down. They're only 2 elixir, and it's just like his push is gone. And I'm gonna throw down the Goblin barrel again. The Goblin barrel is a very great distraction. Like, even with that one, I got like about 400 hit points, and he is just not really sure what to do. The coolest thing, the whole thing about this strategy is overwhelming the enemy. It's all about overwhelming the enemy in any possible way you can. Your HOG is definitely your tank in this strategy. I threw down and the Goblin Gang is really good at distracting. It's really good at distracting against like the Prince, the Barbarians, the Logger, as we saw there. Like, it's really good at taking out those big troops that are easily distracted. And I just love it for that. So we're gonna throw down the Ice Spirit again with the HOG. It's gonna freeze that tower, and he literally has no chance. He literally has no chance of getting it. And the HOG's actually gonna go and put down some love on the King Tower there. And I'm gonna keep the push going. The whole thing is you want to keep things going here. I threw down the Goblin barrel. That actually opened up for all 3 of my fire spirits to go in and put some major damage on the right hand tower. He's got a Valkyrie here. I think this was a pretty solid push by him because he had the Valkyrie and some guys behind him. He's learning finally. He had a pretty solid push here, not bad. But we still have the lead here, and we're gonna try to increase that lead with hopefully I got the HOG up and I got the bomber, and I always like to throw down the bomber in behind because the bomber does really well at just, you know, like being a good thing in the background to like pump some damage. Also, the arrows are so key. You need to have arrows because you got to counter that minion horde that way. So here we go. We're gonna throw down the HOG. We're gonna throw down our Goblin barrel HOG fire spirit combo that is just literally like almost unstoppable, and we're actually going to be able to get almost that whole tower on the right side, which is just ridiculous. This strategy is just so much fun to play with, and I really want you guys to try it. If you do try it, be sure to comment down below like how it went for you. I think it does require some practice, so you need to, you know, try it out a few times. Don't expect to win on the first few times, but hopefully we get the hang of the strategy and like how it flows. And then you'll be able to just be going, and it's really fun. So this guy's basically doomed here. I threw down my Goblin barrel. I still didn't get the W with the Goblin barrel, but then I threw down. I just keep throwing more stuff down, and I probably, if the battle went on for another minute, I would have been able to get the three crown there. So all right, guys, let's do it. I'm gonna show you guys one more replay of A just kind of going ham. So let's jump into it. All right, so here we go. Here's our kind of final replay that we're gonna look at. A definitely different deck that I was facing. This guy had the bowler, he had the graveyard, he had the electro wizard. All really good cards, hard to defend against. And we're gonna see how the crazy Goblin Gang strategy can hold up against it. So he put down his graveyard. Great push for him to start started off at the beginning. He got a ton of damage done, but hopefully I'm gonna come back here and put some back on him as well. So he's got his bowler down, but there's so many troops around him that the bowler is just kind of get obliterated. And if my bomber was just a little bit farther forward, he actually might have even gotten that tower down, because he would have been hitting both the tower and the bowler. But here comes the bowler. He has like no hit points left. No need for me to throw any troops down to guard him. He's got that tower's going to take him out pretty easily. And then we're kind of at a stalemate here. I'm like a little bit ahead, and I'm gonna throw down the Goblin Gang with some Spire Spirits. I have no idea why he threw down the knight there, but that's okay. He throws down the Electro Wizard, and the Electro Wizard is probably going to be the hardest thing to counter in this guy's decks. The bowler and the Electro Wizard, this Inferno Tower is gonna get shot down so quickly, and my guys are doing damage as we're shooting it down, and then the bomber is still left, and we have taken that right hand tower. But meanwhile, he only got like 200 more hit points in his second push there. And I'm gonna throw down, he's gonna throw down that he's gonna throw down the graveyard again. It's hard to get in this deck. It's kind of hard to counter the graveyard. I throw down the bomber as the best thing to counter it, but I mean, you can kind of use, I guess you could use like spear goblins or something, but I mean, that's what I've been using against it. But we're up in the lead here. He's got his he's throwing down the knight again. Great, awesome. I'm throwing out my hog on the left hand side. He's got his bowler coming now. This is going to be a little bit of a problem for us, because there's a lot that bowler can do. That bowler can put in work. But I'm gonna throw down the freeze. I love the little guy that freezes. He's so good. He always like, it's just I don't know. It's just like the undercards, the underdog cards that are just like undervalued, that they just get the win sometimes. It's amazing. So I'm gonna throw down the bomber again to try to counter that graveyard. It's hard to counter the graveyard. He actually put down a poison spell as well to try to kill my bomber, but my guy was still able to make it through there. And he's probably, chances are he's gonna get that tower on the right. But I was so ready for that Inferno Tower. I threw down the Goblin Gang early. We still got the freeze guy. The freeze guy is gonna freeze everything. We got two crowns there, and basically I'm like, you know, we better go for the 3 crown here. We're gonna have to go for it, but we also have to defend and not be stupid. But I wanted to throw that hog down there because maybe we could get enough damage to get a little 3 crown action there. But he is throwing down. He's got his tower on the left or the right, and now it's just done for him. Overwhelming, and we got 3 crowns. So basically this whole strategy is all about like kind of, you know, using those cards that you don't think are like really good because they have low elixir, but they actually are really good, like the Ice Spirit and the Fire Spirits and like all this craziness. But yeah, guys, it's a really fun deck, and I really want to share it with you guys. Obviously it's not going to win every time. If you look at my battles here, I got like a draw, I got a few victories, I got defeated. I mean, it happens, but it's just a really fun deck to use, and I actually think I think you could use it to push. Kind of interestingly, you definitely could use it to push, in my opinion. But it's a fun little troll deck. I'm gonna call it troll deck. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to hit the like button below. If you did try it, tell me what you thought of it and how did it play out for you. Subscribe if you're new, join the One Nation, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.